you might be looking at this and going, GamePar, what are you doing? This is not how you do this. But, Hey there everyone, my name's GamePar and welcome back to another episode from the Minecraft Cafe. I am here at the fish farm because I've just spent the night AFK fishing to test out the new setup we set up in the last episode. So, there were a couple problems. First of all, at some point during the night I got kicked back to the menu screen. I have no idea how that happens. But the other problem is that the beautiful setup that I put together here, well, it doesn't work. It looks like hoppers, regardless of whether they're pointing into the chest or not, pull down before they go sideways, because everything ended up in these bottom chests. Now, even though I did get kicked to the menu screen, I think, yeah, that box there is where we filled up to. So we did fill up a fair bit. So it must have been, I don't know, maybe 5 o'clock in the morning or something that we got kicked to the menu screen. But yeah, we're gonna have to fix this because, well, this just plain didn't work. So I'm going to pull all of this out, and I'm going to try setting up a lateral item sorting system. And if that fails, well, then we're just going to have to go to a redstone option. That's all I can say about that. But before I pull all this out, I should really check to see if I got any mending books. Absolutely no mending books. You know, it has been literally weeks now since I managed to get a mending book through AFK Fishing. I wonder if they've removed it from the game. As in, like, removing it from being able to be fished up. Since I've got some XP saved up from my AFK Fishing session, I'm going to try to see if I can get a mending book this way. Nothing. No mending at all. Well, at this rate, I'm going to have to try to find a mending villager before the end of this episode if I don't get any mending books. Here, this is the quickest and easiest way to get rid of all these items. Oh, there's some stuff floating up there. I'm sure a bunch of it's ended up in these chests here. So I've removed the chest that was up top here. I had a little bit of issues with the water flow once I eliminated that chest. Forgot that I had to fill in that spot, but we are going to run a line of hoppers down just low enough that we can clear some of the obstructions here. And, sweet. I was a little worried that when I broke that in order to put the next little bit of hopper in that we would have a flooding situation, but fortunately that didn't happen. Just bringing the hopper chain down to a level that we can get across a little bit because we've got some issues as far as water in the ocean, and we have to take it down probably about to that level before we can start going sideways. So let's just see how far this way we can go without accidentally hitting water. Okay. So it looks like this is about as far as we're gonna be able to go, because we're gonna have water coming in. Yeah, okay. And there goes all my torches. So let's see. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, we can bring it around the corner probably. What I'm thinking is I might go over, down, and back over, and that brings us back to this already deep channel for the bulk storage. That might be the best thing. So let's see how much of, oh, that is ocean. Okay. Let's see how much of this I can quickly replace. Putting things in the wrong place. All right. How about, that's dirt, that's dirt, dirt. Okay, I know that this is water, so let's put that there. And let's place this here. Alright, that's a good start. Let's get a little bit more light in here. Now, I should be able to remove those 2 hoppers. And we're going to place... Let's see. I've got to figure out how exactly this is going to work. So, I'm going to need a hopper line going... Ouch. Good thing I've got an elytra. I'm gonna need a hopper line going across this way and then down. Okay. Also, I'm gonna need to get rid of these chests. And with that, those chests are cleared out. That gives us the room that we need to be able to do some work over here. So, let's see. Hoppers are gonna be going in this line. I'm going to need, let's see, I've got some blocks here. I'm gonna need the first hopper pointing down, I think. Yeah, first hopper's gonna need to point down because it's gonna need to be the return hopper. And let me get these ones. So I think I'm doing this right, but as we all know, I'm a bit of a redstone item noob, so, you know, you might be looking at this and going, GamePar, what are you doing? This is not how you do this. But, and I'm falling to my death. Well, not to my death because I've got feather falling. Do you know feather falling is the best thing in the world? Feather falling has saved me. How, what's blocking me from being able to put the hopper on here? There we go. I must just not have been hitting the hitbox properly. Okay, so now the next thing that I need to do is put the chests in line here. Now, how many chests exactly are we going to be able to fit in? It's going to be curious here. So we can fit in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that's good. Now I need to get down below these chests with the next batch, because I know if I put the hoppers right underneath these chests, it's gonna suck the items out of those hoppers. So let me put a line of stone there just as my marker, and I'm gonna be running out of hoppers, aren't I? I'm gonna need to make, oops, I need to make sure that I'm pointing this one in the right direction here. Point, there we go. And let's get these two on top. There we go. Because we're gonna need to run these all the way back here, and it's time for this bed to be moved. Also, I need a little bit more lighting up in here. We've got 9 boxes up here. I need a total of 14, so that means that we need 5 down here. So we're gonna need to go 5 that way. Now, I think I can actually put one right underneath here, right? So I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I don't really need to. And actually, you know what? I don't actually need to go too far. I can... Okay, I need to work out my numbers here a little bit. All right, so what I've worked out is I'm going to be able to... Actually, I need to get rid of this one, these chests here. So I'm going to be able to run a hopper down into this and then a hopper into this chest here. So let me work backwards like this. And I'm going to make sure that I've got 7 up top and 7 down below. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can save some hoppers here. There we go. Let me reconnect those. And I'm going to put in a false floor here just so I can lay things down right. 1, and this is going to be the start of the bulk storage here. So 1, 2, chest mechanics. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I should be able to pull that off of the edge here. So let me run these hoppers going across here and like that. And then these ones are just going to go straight down. So this should Now, I know I've said things should work before, but theoretically this should work properly. I just need to get 2 more hoppers, and then we should be able to test the system. You know, I'm not sure how mobs are spawning on top of there. It's all glass on top of this thing. There should be no spots that they're able to spawn. Unless, are they spawning on the packed ice? That could be a thing. I'll have to research that. So placing down the final couple of hoppers here. There we go. Now, I like this better because it's so much more compact. But does it work? That is the question. So I'm going to load these up with all of the items that we need to have in them. And I'm going to toss a bunch of items in the top and see if this thing works. So I think I've got everything in place. So I'm going to grab a bunch of random stuff here and just see what happens when I put them into the top hoppers there. Huh. I'm still getting everything through to this last chest. This isn't going to work, is it? That's frustrating. Now, if I point these hoppers down into the chest, are they still going to follow the chain? Or is it going to stop it? I guess I could test that just with this first hopper here. I really don't want to have to redstone this. I mean, I will if I need to, but I don't really want to. Alright, what happens when I stash a saddle? It just stays in that hopper. Well, folks, there's absolutely no way around it. I thought we might be able to do this in a simple manner, but looks like we're going to have to get our redstone out. I'm going to demolish all this and get prepared to do some redstone. So it looks like today's episode is an item sorter type of episode today. Okay. Not quite what I was planning. I thought this was just going to be a really quick and easy thing. So what I'm doing is just a standard, everyday Minecraft item sorter that you've probably seen a dozen times. So essentially, it's quite a lot to explain, but the hoppers are going to put out a redstone signal based on how many items are inside. So we'll set it up so that it reads how many items are inside and then sends power to unlock a hopper to let items through. Had I thought about this, I would have put all of these comparators in before I put the hoppers in. Great planning there, GamePar. Alright, in case you haven't seen this design before, this is not my design. This has been out there for a very long time. I take absolutely zero credit for this. So, essentially, and this is from the best of my own understanding of the design. So, these hoppers are basically just there to travel items across and down. This hopper stream here is what's going to be read by the comparator, and there will be a filter system set up in here, and the more items that are in this hopper, the stronger the signal of the redstone is going to be until it's strong enough to catch this repeater and turn off this redstone torch, which will unlock this hopper and allow an item through into the chest. Now we are going to repeat this down further, because we've got 7 items going across here. We're going to need another 7 items going across to catch the 14 that we need to sort out that are all the stackable items. But I want to test this to make sure this is working before I build the rest of it. So I'm going to put the filter system in, and then we are going to give this thing a good test. And this is why, ladies and gentlemen, you test things first. I derped up big time. So, this thing was not working when I was testing it, and the reason for that is, let me just make sure that nothing's fallen through here. Did I get all of my hoppers? Oh, looks like I might have gotten all my hoppers. Okay, so here's the thing. I put the second row of hoppers straight down into those hoppers. That was not supposed to happen. I was supposed to put these this way. And, you know, I saw this on my backlog of when I did this last time, on my video from a tour of New Haven, where I did this the last time, and I thought, oh, I don't need to worry about making sure that those are pointing straight forward. But nope, apparently I do. So let's give this thing a proper test. So if I put my filter in here. It should stop. Yeah, there we go. So it stops there and sends the extra items into the chest. That is good. Now, this is going to be limited in size, and if I don't check up on these chests, then we do have a risk of breaking the system if these chests get full. That's why I put double chests here. We shouldn't ever get too much in here, that much that we should break the system, and I'll check in on it every so often. But looks like with the filter system in there, this is functioning properly now that I've made that alteration. So I am going to make that adjustment on the rest. Well, actually, I've already made the adjustment. I'm going to tile this down to the next level and get working on the remaining 7. And then we're going to be able to have our bulk storage of all of the unsortable items, unstackable items down below. I think we've got a fully constructed sorting system on the go here. Let me get rid of these blocks. I'm going to need to be able to access this area over here. That does not need to be there. Next thing I need to do is just do the filter system, and then this thing should be active. I think I've already put the filter in for the bones, if I'm correct. Yep. So I just need to get the other 13 items in place. All stackable items should be in the chests and should be in the sorting system. So we are good to go. Now I just need to hook up the bulk storage to the new area here. And I think we're going to need to pull out this line so that we can access it as efficiently as possible. I had to do some finagling, but I think I've got this hooked up. So items come through here down into this chest, which then goes in to this chest system, which lines up underneath with our already in place bulk storage system. However, I clearly need a hopper there, and do I have a hopper there? No, I don't. Oh, I need one there. That should hook everything up to this bulk storage system. So now we have to test it out. And why did I just fall down to the bottom there? I'm not sure. So we're going to take a bunch of items from the very bottom of our system here. So let's just take a couple items here, a couple items that should go down into the storage, and a few things that shouldn't. And we are going to put them right in the very top. So dumping things in, hopefully it's all gonna go where it's supposed to, and nothing is gonna go where it shouldn't. I've given it a little bit of time so that hopefully everything has sorted down through, and let's take a quick peek. Although I just realized that I might not actually have any way of telling if everything's sorted through or not. No. You know what? I'm gonna have to clear everything out of here, and then I'm gonna have to test the system. I've been sorting through everything, and I forgot something. I forgot rotten flesh. Fortunately, we can just tag on an extra sorting unit right here. So that's not gonna be too much of a problem. There we go, rotten flesh in place. So as we get rotten flesh, that'll be taken care of. Perfect. All right, I am almost done cleaning out the things here. Most of this stuff is now stuff I can just toss into the sorter, except I probably want to get rid of most of this extra fish just so it doesn't clog things up on us. I've cleared out everything, and so I'm going to start sticking stuff into the system here. And actually, if I... how can I get up here? Jump. Okay. So I'm going to dump all of the items that should be sortable into this chest. It's going to filter its way down through. I'm going to put these water bottles in because they should not sort, and we should see them heading all the way down to the bottom. Enough time should have passed. Let's go down and check. I'm a little nervous to tell you, to be honest. Has it worked? Huh. Something is not right. We do not have any water bottles in our storage. Did I miss a hopper somewhere? Alright, are there bottles in any of these? Ah! What's this? Okay. That's supposed to be... Okay, something went wrong here. And I'm not really sure what went wrong. That should not have happened. Unless I didn't have it filled ahead. That doesn't look right either. Why is there only 8 string in there? He thinks some weird stuff's going on. I'm gonna have to send this stuff through again, test her out, and see what's going on. Okay, we're starting to get water bottles and unsortables down at the bottom. Alright, I'm not sure what the problem was, but it looks like it has fixed itself, so we should be good. My next... Ouch. My next test is to do an actual AFK... Ooh! My next test is to actually do another AFK fish session and see if this thing works the way it's supposed to in that... Test to see if it works out in its actual real-life performance. Real-life circumstances. Conditions. That's what I was looking for. Ultimate test. Let's see how this thing does. Spend some time AFK fishing. Let's see if we've got all unsortables down here. And a little bit of salmon, but actually I know what that problem was. I had accidentally put cooked salmon into the filter instead of the raw salmon. So that's just left over from that problem. And so we have been successful. Successful in sorting. Not so much in the AFK fish because I keep getting booted to the menu screen and I still cannot figure out what that problem is. But let's take a quick look to see if any of these are mending. That would be important. Nothing here. No mending, no mending, no mending. Well, I'm also completely out of iron. After doing this project, I had 9 stacks of iron, and I am now completely out. Now, one of these... That's Nautilus shells. Okay. Why are there no items in the filters? Okay, something weird's going on. Something has stopped working. Oh! Yeah, this is not working. What has gone wrong here? So, that's interesting. So we have an issue where when one is active, it's affecting the others. So let's put the raw salmon into this one, okay? 2, 3, 4. And let's not overfill it. That might have been my problem. And let's make sure that's stable. Okay, the next one is pufferfish. Let's run our pufferfish in here. Okay, so my issue might have been how I set up the filters. I'm curious to see if items going in one at a time actually work properly through the filter. So I've got a bunch of stuff in here, and I'm going to dump it all in and see if it filters properly or if it messes up. If it messes up, it means that we're only going to be able to, we're going to have to leave a space in between each filter, which means it's going to take more hoppers to do it. It's also going to take more space to do this. So I'm going to do this now. Let's throw these. I know these should be fine. Leather's going to be the question. Tropical fish, string. These are items that could mess up the system. It's only going one item at a time instead of putting a whole block of items in. Okay, that one was off for a little while, so let's see. How are we looking in here? No? These are looking okay. So far, so good. Maybe it was just a derp on my part putting too many items in the filter when I was setting them up. Yeah, everything looks good so far. We might have cracked this. I might have fixed it. Okay, all of the stuff has gone through the system. Now let's check to make sure that these hoppers are still good. Check. That must have been the problem. Yes, okay. Sweet. So it looks like everything is working properly. I'm so glad. I didn't want to have to rework this again. And we do have more items in here now. Okay, so seems like everything is now working properly. Also, I need to get real blocks in here to prevent me from falling off of this thing. But yeah, that's good. Okay, awesome. I'm thrilled that we've got this thing working properly now. So I need to go and do a whole pile of mining because, well, here is my iron box and this is all the iron I have. So I have to go mine more iron. And before I go off looking for iron for hours upon hours, I just want to show you that I've got some bulk storage here. This is where fishing rods and bows are going to go. I'm going to set up a grindstone down here so that I can store them directly from this area down here into these chests. And then when I need XP, I can just come down and deal with it that way with the grindstone. So that's the little setup I've got here. This is nothing. I was going to try to see if I could find my way over to the stairwell down to the depths of Minecraft, see if I could just connect stuff up with some tunnels, but kind of decided against it, so I can just board that up. I've been mining iron and I'm just cleaning up some redstone because I've got a whole pile of redstone ore in my inventory and in my redstone chest, and I just noticed, look how crazy the creeper farm is going. It is absolutely insane. I've been lighting up all the caves and different things underneath the base area, and that must really be helping out because this thing is just kicking out the creepers like mad. It's awesome. Oh, look at that. That is, I wish I had Optifine so I could zoom in, but I don't. But hopefully you can see that. If I get a little bit lower down, you should be able to see even better. Like, there goes one, there's one, there's one, there's one. Yeah, it's going like a charm. Man, I'm gonna have so much creeper powder, it's ridiculous. Did a whole pile of mining, got a whole pile of iron, and well, I pretty much used it up all right away. Let me take you over and show you just what exactly we have been up to here. Let me show you, ta-da! The second bamboo pod in place. Now, I've taken a signal off of this. Oh, where is it here? Okay. Yes, here he is. We've taken this redstone signal off of this contraption here, and it's going in underneath. And I've actually had to do quite a bit of work underneath here. Let me see if I can get in and show you a bit. So I've had to take a line off of this main feed going here because we're going to be powering the... I've got myself into a hole here, haven't I? Let me get myself out. We are going to be running only this side here from this redstone feed. So these two pods are going to be run off of this redstone feed. The next two pods are going to be run off exactly the same kind of setup that we have here. So in order to get this side running on the new activator system, I had to separate it from this side, which meant I kind of had to send the line going to the back piston over here well underneath this redstone line that you'll be able to see that's going in underneath there somewhere, going to that redstone line. I had to separate them, so it was quite the tricky thing. So yeah, we managed to get this done up, but of course it takes a load of iron because of all the hopper minecarts that are underneath here. Also, we managed to get a lot of the map done here. It took a lot of extra iron to do all of the compasses that the maps require, but look, we've got all of GamePar Island here, GamePar Industries Island going on here. We've got a little bit of update here on RaleMaximus's Guardian Farm, and huge landmass over here. You can see that there's a pillager outpost here next to a village. Lots of things that you can see here. So this is really looking cool. But that is all the time that I have for today's episode. I hope that you really enjoyed it. If you did, help me out by hitting that like button. If you're new to my channel or you haven't done so yet, why not hit that subscribe button today and make me a very happy GamePar. As always, please take a few moments and check out the YouTube pages of the other Minecraft Cafe members. Well worth your time to check them out. We're also looking for new members to join. So if you're 16 and older and are a content creator, feel free to go to theminecraftcafe.com and apply to be part of the server. We are looking to have a great community going on here. But for now, this has been GamePar playing on the Minecraft Cafe. Have a great day, everyone.
Avery, what should everybody do?
Subscribe.
That's right. Subscribe.